Hi guys, so it's still COVID summer and my husband and I decided that an ice cream maker would be a really great way to kill time. And we've made about 5 to 6 flavors so far, but today we're gonna make a really unique one. If you've watched my Milaban video, you know exactly how amazing Yemeni milk tea is. And there are different variations of how spicy and fragrant that yours can be. And so I'm gonna make a mild flavor that I think will work beautifully with ice cream. So first thing you need to know is that this attachment comes separately. Don't assume that if you buy this will come with it. You have to buy them in separate pieces. Now what's nice about it is that it's not too huge, but know if you live in an apartment or a condo like we do, you may not have unlimited freezer space. So you wanna plan ahead and make sure that you freeze this piece at least 12 hours before you're ready to make your ice cream. And so on the inside is this smooth material, and taking care of it is really important. You don't want to scratch it with any metal utensils. The manual has really good details, so make sure that you read that entirely. So after about 6 uses, I would say that I would recommend this piece. One, because it is very easy to clean. It makes just enough ice cream. We've done 2 different batch sizes, one that's perfect for about 3 people and a larger batch that is good for about 7 to 8 people. So all in all, I think it's a great piece. The only disadvantage is that you can't make 2 different ice creams in the same day. One, because it won't stay cold for as long and you're not able to wash it and then reuse it again. You want to make sure that it freezes for 12 hours. Okay, so let's get started with making the ice cream mix. Mom.
Sorry, nothing.
That's okay. Depending on the recipe that you want to make, you may need to have the mixture refrigerate overnight or at least 6 to 8 hours. So just depends on the recipe that you're using. The recipe that we're using today requires about 8 hours of refrigeration. So we're gonna make the mixture first, refrigerate that, and then tomorrow we will churn the ice cream. So the ingredients you'll need are heavy cream, half and half, salt, sugar, egg yolks, some black tea, and then your whole spices. It's up to you if you want to use whole spices or ground spices. Here I have some cinnamon, cardamom, and cloves. So the first step in this process is making the custard. We're going to mix our sugar and egg yolks together until they are nice and fluffy. The color and texture that you're looking for is this pale yellow color, and you want to make sure you take a pause and scrape down the sides so that no bits of egg yolks are left out. We want the smoothest consistency possible. Next, we're gonna heat up our half and half. Now you wanna do this on medium-low heat and continue stirring it just to make sure that it's not sticking to the bottom. And what we're looking for is some steaminess. We don't want it to boil over, so keep a close eye on it, mix it, and next you're going to move on to the next stage, which is combining it with your egg and sugar mixture. Now we want to do this very gradually. We don't want to cook our eggs and create scrambled. So make sure you add it a little bit at a time while whisking consistently. You can do this in your stand mixer, you can do this with an electronic held mixer, or just a regular whisk. Every single method will work. Add our egg mixture back into the sauce pot and set the heat to low. And we're gonna add a little pinch of salt and then start including our spices. I'm using whole spices because I don't want the flavors to be too overpowering, but you can use ground spices if that's what you'd like. And the quantities are really going to depend on how strong you want your tea and spices to be. I started off with a little bit and then I tasted the mixture and I felt like it needed a little bit more, so I added some additional spice. I will list the exact quantities down below and you of course can adjust them as you like. So next I'm adding 2 heaping tablespoons of black tea. Now we want to steep this while we continue stirring on low heat. We don't want to keep it in too long because you run the risk of it getting a bitter flavor. So I would say about 3 to 5 minutes depending on how strong you want that flavor to be. And what's nice is that you can go ahead and taste and see if it's what you like. Now, if you're using the exact quantity that I've listed down below, you want to churn it for about 20 minutes. If you're doubling the recipe, you want to go closer to 30 minutes. So at the end of the 20 minutes, you'll get this beautiful soft serve consistency, which you can enjoy right away, or you can layer it into a glass container, plastic container, whatever you have on hand, and stick it in the freezer for 6 to 8 hours, and then you'll have the more classic ice cream consistency. Both variations are delicious. It just depends on the consistency that you like best. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you do try this recipe, don't forget to tag me on Instagram, and I hope you subscribe so you don't miss any other videos that are coming up.